fitness. Now, today's live training is going to be amazing for moms who want to tighten that waistline, lose the belly fat, and get into a healthy fitness and nutrition routine. We're going to cover how Nicole was able to drop the 5 inches off her waistline, drop the 6 pounds, and build a sustainable fitness and nutrition routine. Tools that she knows she can use for the rest of her life to keep getting better and better results. All right, let's say hello to Nicole, who is currently on week 10 of the Hot Mom Project. I'm so excited she's here, sharing what she's learned, and hopefully her story can inspire you to get started or keep going towards those fitness goals. So Nicole, you want to go ahead, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, what you do, how old your kids are, anything about yourself you want to share.
Yes. Hi, Ramona. Thank you so much for having me. Hi, mamas. As Ramona said, my name is Nicole. I'm from the United States, Southern Texas, in El Paso, way down south. And I've been a stay-at-home mom for the past 10 years. My kids are 10, 7, and 1.
Thanks for that. Nicole, do you want to tell us what were your biggest struggles before we started working together? What was going on?
Oh my goodness, Ramona. Well, as you remember, 10 weeks ago, I came to you just a scattered mess. I had no direction in my nutrition or my exercise. It was just a free-for-all. I was not giving myself the time I truly craved and my mind and body needed. I knew how I wanted to look and feel. I just had no idea how to get there. I had a baby 15 months ago, and I just assumed that the weight would come off, eventually within the certain time span that we give ourselves subconsciously. So within the at least 6 months, I thought, like with my first two, that I would start getting back down. Well, 6 months came, 7 months came, and I looked exactly the same as the day I gave birth. No joke. So I would just look down and like, what is happening with my body? And not only that with the weight, but I was so weak. So after she was born, I got one of those waist cinchers, that you put on and it's supposed to like slim you down and hold you in and everything. I couldn't even wear it because my pelvis was in so much pain. My back was a mess. I was weak and miserable. And it just wasn't the case with my other two pregnancies. So I just knew I had to do something different. Um, yes. Oh, so I would get out of bed. The crazy thing is I would get out of bed and my feet would hurt, and that's without doing any exercise the day before. So I had my feet, I had my back, and then I always had hip issues. So I just had a lot going on, and that also discouraged me from working out or thinking I could work out and just lose this weight and get back into shape like I really wanted to do. I felt pretty miserable. And another thing is that amplified all of this is she was born right smack in the pandemic. So we were all like, under house arrest. And as many of you mamas know, homeschooling. So I was homeschooling the other two. They started homeschooling when she was 3 weeks old. So that just amplified everything. I was practically homeschooling my other two kids, and just the stress of it all, the stress and the fast pace of it all, the craziness, I was just snacking all day. I would go sneak away to the pantry and just kind of like stuff my face with cookies when the kids weren't looking. And yeah, just on pure survival mode, tired all the time. It was not nice. And really the time span when I knew I needed to do something differently was over this past summer. I noticed that when I was going out of the house, I was wanting to cover up. I was wanting to put on a sweater and not show my legs. And we live in Texas. It's like 1,000 degrees here, so that is not a nice way to spend the summer. And I also didn't want my daughters to see me like that because they pick up on what we're doing. I didn't want them to see me covering up. I wanted them to see their mama confident and proud and strong. So I knew that if it wasn't now, that I was just going to keep going in this direction. So it was kind of like a now or never kind of moment for me.
Cool. Yeah, and funny thing, I did go back and look at that first call that we had, and there was some real pain there. And it was from you. It's not that you didn't realize that you'd lost control of yourself, but you said multiple times that you didn't want your daughter to see that mommy had lost control. And what I also noticed that you had drawn a line in the sand and then decided that was it. You didn't want to feel like that anymore. And ladies, hands up. If you felt like this, you are feeling like this, the stress from your life, left, right, and center. You never seem to stop and actually do anything for yourself. It's always the kids, your family, or something, but you are not on the priority list.
Right.
Just say me in the comments, so I know you feel this. Okay,
Mhm.
so Nicole, what are the things that you tried in the past before we started working together?
Oh gosh, I've tried. I feel like I've tried it all. But the mentality I had before I met you, I truly, like in the back of my mind, I didn't think I could really get the body that I wanted. I would try all these things, but I never thought, like, I never saw results. So I never really thought that it was possible, and definitely not from home. I spent so much time YouTubing how to get a round butt and slim legs from home, watching all this from the couch, mind you. But it was just grasping at straws. I felt like I was always grasping, never getting to where I wanted to be. There would be one video here and there, but no, nothing to where I was able to see progress. And I knew I needed help to really see these things through. So before we started working together, I think I tried every fitness and diet approach out there. One of the most extreme nutrition examples I can think of is when my son was born, my middle child. After he was born, I wasn't feeling good mentally. I had no energy. So I read this article about how if you eat raw vegetables, that you will get this like monumental amount of energy, and it's just the healthiest things out there. So one of the healthiest things out there. So that's what I did. I did this for I don't remember how many months, but I got down to 114 pounds. I was so gaunt, and looking back at pictures, I could see my bones protruding, and it just makes me so sad looking back there and seeing the extent that I went to try to look and feel better. And then more recently, I one of the ventures that I went on to try to lose the weight was the keto craze. So the problem was I did not have the discipline to do the high fats with the low carbs. So I would eat all the fats and all the carbs. So I blew up. I gained all of this weight, and because of it, and this is a lot of the weight that I'm working on with you now to lose, was because of this last thing. And so as far as the exercise routes go, what sticks out of my mind, I'm telling you, I tried everything, but what sticks out of my mind is, so I would go to the gym with my friends at 5 a.m. because as a mama who you still have babies who aren't in school yet, that's really the only time you can get to the gym. Well, for me, this just was not sustainable. That was fine for them, but I was dreading that 4:30 alarm, going off in the mornings, dreading working out. And then I was just exhausted the rest of the day. So this was not something that I liked. So it was that, and then a lot of videos, a lot of YouTube videos, but there was just no focus, no accountability. And when I didn't see the change that I wanted, I would just stop.
Yeah. Yeah, and I hear this so many times. And the most popular is the low carb and the keto. And what I always hear from moms going down that route is that, if they've lost the weight, it always comes back and
Yeah.
more. And what we've seen is that it's just not sustainable to not have pizza for the rest of your life, right? Or cut the cake
Cool.
out for the rest of your life, or birthdays and events. And so if you can't do that for the rest of your life, the weight's going to come right back. Okay. Now, in your opinion, Nicole, like what were some of the things you learned when we started working together? What were the things that made a massive difference for you?
Okay. So the first thing that just blew my mind, and it still is when we started working together, the first thing I noticed is that I didn't feel like I was on a diet. I remember dreading telling you, it was after my husband's birthday, that, oh my gosh, Ramona, I ate cake last night. And you weren't even phased. You were like, okay, well, just don't, that's fine. Just don't eat it all day, every day, and you'll be fine. And I was like, oh, wait, well, I think I like this. This is going to be a really good week for me. So we started that way. And then to make it even more shocking for me. So I knew I was eating these things in moderation. But then when I started losing the weight while eating these things, I mean, it's just completely, I feel like it's backwards to what, in a really good way, to what we've been taught. It's just amazing. So yeah, honestly, I have not felt like I've been on a diet one day. I'm losing weight. I'm reshaping my body. It's just been mind blowing for me. Um, oh, and simple things, simple little changes have been huge for me. Like just reading what's in your food, the simple things that's in your food. I remember the first week, I bought these turkey burgers and it even said on the front, healthy turkey burgers, remember?
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
was like, Ramona, what do you think about these? And then I showed you the contents and it had 20 grams of fat in one burger.
yeah.
And so I was just thinking, I don't love these burgers that much to blow all of this in one sitting. So it's just really educating yourself in simple, super simple, not overwhelming ways. It's just been really liberating finding this balance. Um, and I feel good about my food choices. I can plan for that dinner out, like you said, living a normal life, going out to dinner and even having dessert. And another huge thing that's been eye-opening to me is the power of lifting weights. Like this is the first time I've ever gone down this route, and I've just seen so much change in, oh gosh, like 20, 30 minute sessions versus running for hours, doing hours of cardio and just really not getting the results that I wanted. So I'm still wrapping my mind around that fact. I don't have to do hours of cardio, especially for me with the hip pain and all that, to be in shape. So it's really exciting for me.
Yeah, totally. And I remember when I told you that your strength workouts are exactly what's going to change the shape of your body, like
Yes.
it was instrumental, and you went, really?
Yeah, I know.
Explain to me how cardio isn't the main thing to shed fat and turn up. I love it. I love it. And it's amazing to see it in action with you, like from scratch. No
Oh,
strength training at all. You've never strength trained before. You're just freaking crushing those strength workouts and you're shrinking that waistline, dropping those pounds. It's just been amazing. So all these little changes that we made to your diet and your lifestyle, how has that helped you long term with regards to your health? Like, do you feel healthier, more energetic, more confident about your fitness?
100%. I mean, I found something that's actually sustainable in my everyday life. And oh, that's just so exciting to me, both the nutrition and the workouts. I'm ecstatic. I'm finding extra perks also that I didn't expect, which is really cool how they sneak up on you, when you're not looking for them. It's really exciting. So in addition, to the 6 pounds, like you said, and the 5 inches off my waist, I've lost a ton of cellulite on my legs. And I've been like a lifetime searcher, all the creams. I mean, oh gosh, I even had like some solar thing that I did, and I would get treatments. I forgot about that to try to reduce my cellulite. Nothing ever worked. And so I'm just ecstatic that this weight training is working for my cellulite. It's incredible. So over the weekend, I looked in the mirror and I noticed this. So it was so funny. I went digging through my closet for some shorts, because I never, girl, years. It's been years since I've worn shorts. So I put on my shorts. I even like had a sports bra on because I was going to work out. And I walk out, and both my husband and my daughter were like, just I could just hear them gasp, like, "Oh my gosh, mom's wearing shorts and a sports bra." So just it was just really, and I felt good. I felt great. I know that I looked strong. I could see my waist was, coming back in with definition. And yeah, this is after 10 weeks. So it's just super exciting. So going from a mom who wore sweaters, in the summer to a sports bra and shorts, it's enough to make me want to cry. And yeah, just the fact that I'm impacting my daughter now, she's able to see her mama with this newfound confidence and strength. Also, my back and my foot pain is completely gone, 100%. I wake up in the mornings and my feet are hit the ground normally, ready to start the day. Also, my back pain is another thing that snuck up on me. I carry around my chubby little baby, and yeah, it doesn't hurt anymore. Oh, another thing that I noticed was I used to have to nap when she napped during the day before the kids got home from school, or else I'd just be exhausted. And I don't do that anymore. I do my strength workouts when she's asleep, and I'm just good to go for the day.
That's
So,
amazing. You
yeah.
guys, this is amazing. The level of confidence you've gained, Nicole, is just astounding. You went from I'm hiding my body under the sweater in the middle of the July heat to goals. I'm wearing a sports bra today. I'm wearing this
Woohoo!
dress and I'm wearing the shorts, and you weren't doing that before. And ladies, this is a classic case of strength training and dialing in your nutrition. Okay, you start feeling yourself a lot more. You look in the mirror and you go, damn, girl, you got sexy. Love that. I love that. So this whole routine then you built around your health and fitness. Has it impacted other areas of your life?
Absolutely. So this routine has changed more than I ever thought it could. I wake up focused on what I need to get done. When before I was in survival mode and scattered most of the time. I am excited to do my workouts, which, like I said, I've never been before. I've always dreaded working out, and that's really not the case anymore. I get it done, and I feel good about it. My kids are noticing mom's getting healthier and stronger, and it's so cute. They've started asking me, Mom, so does this have protein? Like they'll start like looking at their little snacks and what it has in it. And it's just really, really sweet. Because now I know what to teach them to how to properly fuel their body, and that's just huge. Another huge difference with not being on a diet is that I never have to eat different foods from them at a meal, like at a dinner. I used to, there would be times when I would have a salad for dinner, when they'd be eating something else or skip the bread. And they were noticing that. They were really, or whatever I felt was too fattening. And what a bad message that was sending, you know? So now they see that balance in foods equals strength. And that is just so exciting to me. I'm like, give mama the biscuit, give mama, like, whatever you're having, you know?
Easy, easy.
Yes, we can all have it together and be healthy together and
Yeah.
have a good body image and just all of it. It's awesome.
I love that. And this is important. As moms, we're constantly putting everyone before us. We don't want to do this for ourselves because we think it's selfish. Okay, but what we don't realize is that when we don't focus on ourselves, we start letting our family down. Okay, whether it's I don't have the energy to play with you, or let's eat junk food because I'm too exhausted to cook, or
Yeah.
worse still, now you spend your time, effort, and money on my hospital bills because I now have diabetes or cholesterol or some health condition. And we don't realize that in putting everyone else first, we actually, just end up being selfish because now you can't play with them. You're feeding them the same foods that made you unhealthy in the first place. And now they've got to disrupt their lives to take care of you. Okay. So this is the importance of putting yourself, at least making yourself a priority. All right, Nicole, so what advice, what pearls of wisdom do you have, for moms who are stuck, feel like they have no hope, they feel like they're not being a positive example to their kids with their health?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I know. I understand. I completely relate to that. You don't have to stop eating. You don't have to work out for hours a day to see the changes you want. Stop doing all that cardio, pick up those weights. There is just magic in strength training, which I'm finding out. Another thing is don't try to make extreme changes or do it all at once. If you're like me, you'll end up just overwhelmed and just stop. So just make those, like Ramona encourages us to do, make those consistent small changes, and it will equal huge results in your life. It really will. So I would say find someone who will take you by the hand and encourage you and direct you, like I have, and definitely stay plugged in to a group that holds you accountable and really just supports you in your goals. And yeah, you can see the changes that you want, and you're totally worth it.
Great advice, Nicole. That is awesome. You have been such a positive influence in the group, and I just love watching you get stronger every week, not just physically, but you've come such a long way with your mindset. It's empowering. So thank you for being such a big inspiration to other moms, and also you just keep crushing it. Just keep crushing it. All right, ladies, if you can relate to Nicole's story, she started off stressed, no energy, felt like she'd lost control of her health, trying all these diets. Don't lose hope. Like Nicole said, take that first small step to make a positive change and find a group that supports you, holds you accountable, because I can guarantee you that being surrounded by other moms who are focused on making positive changes to their life will help you do the same. All right. Thank you for joining us. If you're stuck, you feel like you can relate, just drop the word stuck in the comments and I'll reach out to you. Let's try to figure out what's going on, what steps you can take to get unstuck and start moving forward. If you're watching this on YouTube, come join my Strong and Sexy Moms Club. The link is in the description. Lots of free resources. We run free challenges and nuggets of gold that have helped so many moms, just like Nicole, shed that extra fat, tighten up their tummy, and build some sexy muscle. All right, I will see you next week. Same time. Ciao.